We're back live at Tri-West High School on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. We apologize for any technical difficulty that you may have been experiencing on your end of the stream. For us, things seem good. Evidently, we got into some sort of internet issue along the way, and hopefully by now you are listening to the updated stream on our YouTube channel. We are right at the end of halftime. You can see it now live on your screen. We're live at halftime. 14-7 is the score just a few minutes before these two teams retake the field. It's the Tri-West Bruins and the Lebanon Tigers. Lebanon out to a 14-7 lead over the Tigers. And the 7 points have come from a connection between Malachi Walden, the quarterback for Tri-West, and his number one target, Noah Lean. Kyle Nichols joined by Vince Reimer. Vince, go ahead and recap what we missed throughout that first half. It started with a great touchdown pass over the back shoulder of Noah Lean coming from Malachi Walden to make it 7-0 with the PAT. That got Tri-West on the board first. Right after that, the very next offensive possession for Lebanon, they marched it down the field, a 5-yard rush coming out of the backfield from Brendan Shockley. Knotted things up at 14 apiece. An offensive possession goes empty for Tri-West, and Lebanon comes back again with the 70-yard catch and run. The connection from quarterback Jackson Fulton to his receiver coming off the bench, Jay Pollock, to take it from their own 30 all the way down to the house and make it 14-7. Lebanon has the ball coming out into this third quarter. They've got an opportunity to go up by 14 points, get themselves back to 500 on the year, while Tri-West fighting to go to 5-1 on their season so far.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of good play from both teams tonight, but Tri-West has just been a little slow. Ended up playing one step behind to close the half out there. There's one thing that I want to see improvement. It's just no short yardage dink plays. Tri-West hasn't really gotten their run game going, which has been the biggest issue. They've been relying on Malachi Walden to do everything out there, whether it be his legs leading the team in rushing tonight in yardage or throwing the ball, as you saw that one touchdown in the first quarter to Noah Lean. They're just going to have to balance their attack a little more, and they can't afford any small plays. It seems like every time out there, they end up in a 3rd and long situation where at a 4th down, they went for it one time, didn't get it, couldn't convert on the 4th and long that one time in the first half. So they're going to have to capitalize on every possession, not leave any open possessions out on the field, get some scores, or at least put Lebanon in a bad position if they're not going to score.
Here's some of your stats from the first half. First downs for both sides, 12-8 in favor of Tri-West. Rushes 19 for 112 yards on the side of Tri-West, 13 for 50 yards on the side of Lebanon. The average yards per rush again goes to Tri-West, 5.9 per rush. Passing yards, 55 passes for Tri-West, 3.9 yards per pass. There's also 133 passing yards, 16.6 is the average for Lebanon. Right now, the biggest skew I see is the passing yards. 133 passing yards for Lebanon, only 55 for Tri-West. I tell you what, quarterback Malachi Walden has a heck of an arm on him. He has an opportunity to do something special and come back out in the second half and put the Bruins in front. But the defense for Tri-West has to step up first, as we are about to be underway in the third quarter. Taking control on the offensive front first will be Lebanon, kicking off the Tri-West Bruins.
Yeah, the momentum of this game turned out to be opposite of what we expected. It's now Lebanon getting the ball here, commanding a lead. It's going to be up to Tri-West to slow them down and retake control of this game, just because they really haven't shown any signs of weakness. They're able to get big plays. They're able to control the clock. We've seen the run game start to pick up for Lebanon as well. So they're going to start out with the ball here and the lead, looking to go up by 2 scores.
Here comes the kick from Tri-West. It's Cortland Willems. Willems, an onside kick to start, fielded cleanly by Lebanon, and the Tigers offense will take over right at midfield in the third quarter. Great field position to start things out. And Jackson Folden and the Tigers offense will start their march to try and go up by 2 scores.
It's a good advantage starting right past the 50. I'm not sure what Tri-West was thinking there, doing an onside kick. Maybe they've had some success early in the season, and they've been sneaky and smart in executing them. But right there, very simple recovery, good hands there by Lebanon because there were more men coming if he didn't corral the ball.
First down and 10, Folden to the gun. Folden, handoff goes up the middle to Shockley. Shockley, a decent pickup on first down, puts it about 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers offense.
Good gain there on the first play, establishing pace into the second half here. Lebanon can take their time and only have about 45 yards to go to meet the end zone.
2nd and 6 coming up for the Tigers offense. Just 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 15 seconds on the play clock, and they are just now headed out to the line. From the Bruins 46. Folden, shotgun formation. Hands off up the middle again to Shockley. Shockley will lower the shoulder and try to press forward. He'll pick up 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up for Lebanon.
They're doing a good job of, putting together a few solid plays here, putting themselves in good position on 3rd down, but still 5 yards to go here. Another thing for Lebanon, if they can convert on 3rd downs in this half, I see them winning strong just because that's been the issue for Tri-West. They've ended up in 3rd down a lot, haven't been able to convert, and it forces them into tougher situations. This Lebanon team hasn't ended up in 3rd down very much, and when they do, they're very timely in converting.
Folden will take the snap, and again, handoff going up the middle. It's good for a 1st down and a few extra. Call it a 10-yard pickup for the Tigers offense. The carrier, Brendan Shockley, getting it done with his feet. Moves the chains now inside the 35 in Tri-West territory. Lebanon looking very strong on that offensive front, looking to go up by 14.
Yeah, Shockley's been very solid. He's only gotten better as the game has gone on. You hear that from some of the best running backs, mainly in the league now. Nick Chubb, who unfortunately went down with a serious knee injury this last week on Thursday Night Football.
1st down and 10 coming again for the Tigers. Gun formation for Folden. Folden hands off again up the middle to Shockley, who has seen a lot of work at the start of this third quarter. A 2-yard pickup makes it 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers.
This run game has been working for him, so if nothing slows up here, why not continue running the ball? It's exactly what they've looked to do here to start the third quarter, and you can see Tri-West now, that defensive line, as good as it was to start the game, looking a little more tired.
2nd and 8, 9.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. A 14-7 lead for Lebanon over Tri-West. Tigers go back to the line. 6 seconds on the play clock. Folden in the gun. Back to pass for the first time in this third quarter. Plenty of time. Fires a missile across the middle. It's caught and taken down inside the 5-yard line. Sam Kiker on the reception. Pulls it right out of the hands of his defender. It looks like that is Jimmy Sorgi who couldn't cover him. It's a 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line for Lebanon.
It's a big play from Kiker. First time we've seen him get the ball.
And it's a QB sneak. Touchdown for the Tigers. Jackson Folden, the 2-yard quarterback keeper, puts the Tigers up 20-7 in the early goings of this third quarter. 2-possession lead for Lebanon over the hosting Tri-West Bruins.
This is not the way I expected to see this game turn as we continued after the first quarter. Tri-West looked like they were in control, did a good job of starting the game strong on offense, but Lebanon has only gotten better as the game has gone on. Great first drive.
And the kick, again, right down Main Street. 21-7 the score. Lebanon extends their lead on their first possession of the half over the Tri-West Bruins. Quick word from one of our underwriters, and then we're back for more third quarter action. This is IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Time for bed.
Story, please, Daddy.
Which one would you like tonight?
Free furnace, free furnace.
We read that one all last month.
But it's my favorite.
All right, one more month. Once upon a time, there was a trusted, friendly company called Peterman Brothers who sought to provide a free furnace to all.
Was it really free?
It was. For whenever someone bought a qualifying AC system, the furnace was indeed free. Just visit petermanhvac.com to schedule online.
We're coming back at you live from Tri-West High School at State Bank Stadium on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. My name is Colin Eccles, joined by Vince Reimer. Vince, a 21-7 lead for the Lebanon Tigers over the Tri-West Bruins, following that 2-yard rush from Jackson Fulton, the quarterback. The Tigers absolutely showing up the Bruins, who lead their conference 2-0, an undefeated conference schedule so far. And at the looks of it right now, could be falling to 2-1 after tonight.
Yeah, for the Tigers, it looks like their entire game plan is to turn this into a marathon and not a sprint. You can tell this experience against playing top 10 teams earlier in the year against Zionsville and then Pendleton Heights has done them well to this point, as they look like they've been much improved on a 2-game win streak and looking for their third tonight.
Cole Acton to kick it away, and it's a 2 big wins, 42-22 against North Montgomery 2 weeks ago, and last week a 42-6 win over Frankfort. Sorgi will return for the Bruins. Takes it up the middle, and he will be wrapped up and stopped right around the 35-yard line. That is where the officials will spot him. The first offensive possession coming up for the Bruins offense as they'll look to respond down by 14.
At this point, you don't have a lot of room for error. You can't really use the clock the way your offense was accustomed to doing so. They really take their time at the line and try to throw the defense off. We're going to see if any of that changes, but Tri-West has a lot of talent, a lot of potential here, and definitely not out of this one. 7-21, though, Tigers.
14-point deficit for the Bruins, 8:48 left in the third quarter. Malachi Walden in the gun. Receivers spread all across the field. Walden to pass for the first play of the quarter, and it is complete to Cole Morgan, who takes it for a 9-yard pickup. Second down and short coming up for the Bruins.
First time we've seen Morgan with a big catch tonight. So far on the year, he's been extremely productive, almost 150 yards and 2 touchdowns for the senior.
2nd and 1. 8 minutes, 43 seconds of the third. A 21-7 lead for Lebanon. In the gun is Walden. Walden will take it up the middle for himself. Now bounces the outside. Plenty of running room. Walden with some green. Walden to the 35, 30. And brought down around the 25. Ball comes out. Officials will mark him down and spot the ball at the 26-yard line in Lebanon territory. A huge pickup for Malachi Walden on 2nd and short. And looks like a little fire has been lit underneath this Tri-West team. The Bruins brewing a good first drive of this second half.
Yeah, we saw him burst out and have one of those similar runs in the first half. That time, extremely timely, pushing them to the 25-yard line on the other side of the field. Let's see if they respond with a big score here. Their first drive into the third quarter.
Walden in the gun on 1st and 10. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Looking to his right, puts the stiff arm, and will have to go out of bounds right at the original line of scrimmage to avoid the sack. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Tri-West.
Yeah, that was an excellent job by the defense, reading him, putting a spy on the quarterback, making sure he went out of bounds. And as well, we've seen a lot of late hits this year. Good job not costing your team any extra yardage at the end of the play.
That secondary for Lebanon has been great all night tonight, making sure that that the receivers have nowhere to go and no options. Coming up from Malachi Walden. 2nd and 10. Walden to pass again and underthrows to the far side, the intended target. I believe Logan Anderson. It'll fall incomplete. 3rd down and 9 coming up for Tri-West. And after a big start to this third quarter drive, their first of the half, seems like they've slowed up a little bit and have some momentum to pick back up.
Yeah, big play on a 3rd and 9. They did not like the end of that last play. They wanted a flag, thinking that the receiver was held before the catch attempt. But big play here.
Walden back to pass, looking for the end zone. Wobbly pass, but hold in, no! Incomplete. Lean couldn't hold it in as he hit the ground. And an absolute wobbler headed to the end zone. Still a great ball. And a phenomenal effort coming from both involved on that play. The defender back for the Tigers, Caden Lark.
That would have been a dramatic turn of events. A big catch in the end zone would have taken it back to a one-possession game here, but a big 4th and 9, and you have to imagine they're going for it.
Gun formation again for Walden. 2 out to his left, 1 to his right, back to pass. Walden with time, steps up in the pocket, extends. Wobbler again to the end zone, and again incomplete. Just over the hands of the defender, Colton Pollard, and couldn't be caught by Thaddeus Brown. Turnover on downs in the second half possession for the Bruins.
Yeah, tough throw there. It was rolling out, didn't have anyone, and at the last second, nearly intercepted, although it didn't matter in the end. Lebanon's going to take over here. It's a lot of time off the clock without a score. They're going to need to take advantage of every single possession going forward here.
7 minutes, 52 seconds left in the third quarter. And for the second time tonight, Lebanon sees their offense on the field. Gun formation for Fulton. Fulton will pull back the handoff and will be wrapped up in the backfield and brought down. That's Spencer Watson, who drags him to the floor, his second sack of the year. And it sets up 2nd down and 14 for the Tigers.
Yeah, strong play by Watson getting to the quarterback. That's the first time we've seen him rush in for a tackle for a loss tonight.
2nd and 14 coming up for Lebanon. 7 minutes, 15 seconds left in quarter number 3. Still leading 21-7 over Tri-West. In the gun is Fulton. Will hand off to Shockley on this play for a pickup of 2. 3rd down and 12 coming up for Lebanon.
At this point in the game, the only thing you can't do is turn the ball over. You got to keep accumulating first downs, making sure you can use the clock to your side. But in this situation, you cannot allow a turnover. And so far tonight, they had 1 with 20 seconds to go in the first half, fumbling the ball. But other than that, no turnovers. Been a very clean game, just determining whose offense has been hotter.
3rd down and 12 on this play for the Lebanon offense. Fulton, gun formation with 3 to his far side. Low snap. Handles and looks to his left. Fires on the run, and it is incomplete. The intended target on the throw, Mason Crew. Underthrown, and it's a 4th down and 12. And the punt squad more than likely being brought out for the Tigers.
That's exactly what this Bruins team needed, though. Only about a minute taken off the clock, and they're about to get the ball back. Have not seen a punt thus far from Lebanon.
It will be a punt coming off the foot of Caden Lark. Back to return for Tri-West is the speedy Noah Lean, who has 1 touchdown already to his name tonight, almost a second on that last offensive possession. And a timeout is going to be taken on the field by Lebanon. And we will take a quick timeout of our own to hear from some of our sponsors. And we'll be back for more third quarter action as Lebanon leads Tri-West 21-7 on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
The Mower Shop in Fishers is the one-stop shop for all of your lawn maintenance needs. We have a huge selection of Honda and Toro lawnmowers in stock and even more to choose from online. Plus, we carry parts and accessories with super fast shipping. Just need maintenance or repairs? We offer that too, and we'll even deliver. The Mower Shop, family owned for more than 20 years. Visit our showroom just west of State Road 37 in Fishers or shop online at themowershop.com.
We're live from Tri-West High School and IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. My name is Colin Eccles, joined by Vince Reimer. Late in the third quarter, 6 minutes and 16 seconds left. Tri-West trails 21-7 to Lebanon. And Lebanon with a 4th and 12 is going to be forced to punt. And punting from his own 10 is Malachi Walden back to return punting for the Tigers is Caden Lark back to return. Noah Lean, and the punt well over Lean's head, rolling back to the 27, which is where it is down and where the Bruins will take over for their second offensive possession of the half. Trailing 14 to a Lebanon team who on paper we thought was not going to stack up well against Tri-West, but has proved the opposite. You credited it to some early experience in the season, playing 6A Zionsville in week 2, losing 31-3, seeing some good competition there. But in the last 2 weeks, they have been absolutely rolling, 42-22 2 weeks ago against North Montgomery in a conference matchup, and against Frankfurt last week, 42-6. Big numbers being put up by Lebanon's offense. We'll see if Tri-West can match right here. Walden under center for the first time tonight, will hand off to Hamstra, and it's going to be a 5-yard pickup, second down coming up for Tri-West.
Hamstra's gotten a few carries tonight, hasn't had a breakout run in particular, but on the end of the Lebanon Tigers, as you mentioned, they're really using their learning experience to their advantage, as we see a flag here on this last play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct going against Lebanon, which is going to add yardage to the end of the play for Tri-West. So the second down and 5 will be a fresh set of downs plus 15 yards. So now the Bruins a fresh set from their own 45. Just under 6 minutes left in this third. And that could be a momentum switch to get them right back in and possibly move this to a one-possession game at the end of this drive.
And so far, we've seen a pretty clean game, not as many flags as we're accustomed to seeing. If they get a big break here, continues the drive with a new 1st and 10.
1st and 10, it's Walden under center. 2 men in the backfield, it's Jack Catt and Brady Hamstra. The snap and the handoff to Catt. Catt trying to bully his way to the far side of the field will go down after a pickup of 2. 2nd and long for the Bruins on this next play.
Yeah, as we were talking about before that flag, I think it's really been the benefit of the Lebanon Tigers to play those teams early in the season and develop some sort of fundamentals and connection as a team. They haven't really displayed, as much flash or as talent as you'd be accustomed to seeing from a team up 21-7, but they're just very timely, very connected, and they're not getting tired out here.
Walden under center again. Puts a man in motion. That's Hamstra. Pitches out to the near side, and Hamstra blown up in the backfield. Will go down for a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd down and long coming up for Tri-West under 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. And any sort of momentum that they have had in this second half has been shut down by a fired-up Tigers defense.
Yeah, I kind of understand just thinking about all the attempts that Tri-West has had to move this ball. Every time they've gone to the outside, they find a little less success unless it's Walden escaping at the very last second. They really have nowhere easy to go here.
Shotgun formation for Walden. Empty backfield. Off the snap, will pass and complete his pass to looks like Jimmy Sorgi. It'll be a decent pickup on 3rd down, but not enough. It'll set up 4th down and 6. And the punt squad will have to come back out. Malachi Walden doing work with his feet, but not the kind Tri-West likes to see. Punting it back to the return man, Rise of Lebanon.
Yeah, this is a really tough situation given.
And it's a fake punt, complete across the first down marker and inside the 25-yard line in Lebanon territory. A fake punt pass from Malachi Walden to Brady Hamstra. keeps the drive alive and the hopes alive for Tri-West as they look to cut this down to just a one-possession contest.
Yeah, that was major. That saved them a lot of time and a lot of headache. About to go off the field with a 4th and long. Really tough situation. They thought there was no way they'd go for it there. But Hamstra, who's had a tough time running the ball tonight, gets out, makes the biggest play of the game thus far, keeping them in it. The drive's still alive, now inside the 25.
Walden under center, spotted at the 24, first down and 10. Walden will hand off up the middle to Cat. And Cat rushes forward for a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6 on the way.
Starting to build a little momentum. That was a huge kick in the gut that Lebanon couldn't get the ball back. You have to think mentally they're trying to adjust now, and instead of coming back on offense, dialing up whatever they need to do to keep Tri-West out of the end zone and out of this game.
Tri-West knocking on the doors of the red zone as the clock ticks past 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Still a 14-point deficit for Tri-West. 2nd down and 7. Walden under center. Hands off to Hamstra. Hamstra staying on his feet after a slip in the backfield, and we'll take it for a 3rd down and 1 coming up, maybe not. Inside the 15, it's a 1st down for Tri-West. And the Bruins, some new energy after that fake punt. And you can hear from the crowd, the announcers getting loud and ready to see another ball go into that end zone for the Bruins.
Yeah, that was a major 1st down pickup there. When you get this close, you really cannot have any errors in terms of wasting plays or only picking up a yard or two. See what they've got.
Hamstra puts a man in motion. That's Anderson. And a handoff goes up the middle for a pickup of 8 on the play. The carrier is Walden. It'll be a 2nd short for the Bruins offense as 2 minutes hits on the game clock.
Great play call. A lot of confusing options there that they could have ran, but Walden takes it. He's been, as we said, the main contributor on the ground and through the air tonight. 2nd and 2.
The initial spot move back, 2nd down and 4 coming up. Handoff up the middle to Hamstra, and Hamstra will walk it into the end zone to make it a one-possession ball game late in the third. 21-13 the score, and you see the impressive light show, and there goes the fire engine. 21-13, a minute 39 left in the third quarter. Tri-West responds and gets themselves within 8. The PAT coming on the way for Cortland Willems. Willems to make it a 7-point ball game. Nearly blocked, and he'll still chip it through. 21-14, Tri-West responds to a Tigers offense who has been rolling since the second quarter. And with that score, we're at a one-possession ball game, a minute 39 left in the third quarter. For a team to come out flat at the beginning of the second half, give up a touchdown on their first defensive possession, and come back 4th down and 10. Fake punt to set up that score. Incredible, and might I say very applaudable for this Tri-West offense to stay together and not fold late in this third quarter, keep themselves in at 21-14.
Yeah, a lot of times in football, you know, the winner comes down to who made the big play, and in certain situations, this Tri-West team has had some big plays tonight with Lean catching a very tough catch in the end zone, a big 4th down conversion for over 20 yards that we saw on that drive, keeping the game alive. They're putting all their chips on the table, doing a great job of battling to keep themselves in this game. They didn't look like they were on track there to score 7 points, given how tough the drive started, but good job responding on homecoming night. We've got a ball game now with 1:39 left in the quarter.
21-14 is the lead still for the Lebanon Tigers, who'll be back on offense following the kick from Willems. Willems with the run-up. Kicks it high and short. Fair catch called at the 32, which is where the Tigers will take over and have probably one last drive in the third quarter to try and extend their lead back to 14 over a Tri-West squad who is bubbling and starting to get things rolling here in the third quarter. A lot of momentum in the Bruins' favor.
Yeah, I like that decision to actually kneel that. They're being a little bit funny on their kickoffs tonight, trying a few different things, kicking it short and high, and that time he got his team good field position, didn't risk a fumble. As we mentioned, they've only had one turnover tonight, which wasn't too costly, being 20 seconds left in the half, no score off of it. They've got to keep composure and find another score here tonight.
Fulton in the gun with 2 men in the backfield. Off the snap, keeps it for himself, and that whole defensive front for Tri-West in the backfield. 2-yard loss for the Lebanon offense.
Yeah, this entire environment and energy has started to change off a big defensive play right there. The student section fully into it. Parents starting to wake back up after their team was down by 14 points. They seemed mentally out of it. A lot of kids now getting off their iPads, getting back into the action here. We got a good one.
A true test of who has the most grit coming up. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. 21-14 is the lead for the Tigers. Fulton, 4 seconds on the play clock, handles a good snap and will hand it off to his back. On the rush, I believe, was Shockley. No, take Williams on the rush. Makes it 3rd down and 8 with 36 seconds left in the third. They'll have to get one play off as it's about a 10-second difference between game clock and play clock. Fulton breaks the huddle, heads back to the line in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers out to his right, 1 to his left. 2 men in the backfield. Fake handoff and thrown up the middle, incomplete, nearly intercepted in that secondary. I believe that was Hamstra that had a body on it but couldn't reel it in. 4th down and long, 11 seconds in the third quarter. And the punt squad will come back out. It'll be Caden Lark kicking away for the Tigers. But as we've seen on previous drives, we could see a fake coming up here on this punt play.
Yeah, given the situation in the game and how conservative and smart they've been able to be and keep a lead, I would expect them to execute a good punt. Lark did a great job last time out. And he's going to fake it.
And the fake will not go anywhere. Like I said, expect a fake. We've got a flag down on the field. The fake goes for a 1-yard pickup, not enough for a first down, and you have left a rolling Tri-West offense in your own territory if you're Lebanon, spotted on your own 35.
Yeah, we haven't seen that situation enough, but because Caden Lark is also a wide receiver, it's kind of funny. You have to think with the coaching staff and his ability, it's pretty tempting to have a guy like that try to execute some fakes given his speed and ability.
We'll see what the call is. It's a personal foul going against the Tigers. So it'll push the Bruins even further into their own territory. We'll see where the officials spot the ball. And the Bruins will be right on the doorstep of the red zone, spotted on the 21-yard line in Lebanon territory. They trail by 7, 21-14, with 6.5 seconds on the game clock in this third quarter.
Yeah, given how the game was looking just a few seconds ago, this is extremely costly, putting Tri-West in scoring position before the fourth quarter even comes.
Under center is Walden. 1st down and 10. Handoff to Hamstra up the middle, and that will do it for the third quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up as we start the fourth quarter. A 21-14 lead for the Tigers, but can they hang on with a charging Tri-West offense coming back down the field? We'll see after a couple of words from our underwriters. You're listening to IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Hi, my name is Jason Werner of Werner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Werner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
We're live from State Bank Stadium on the campus of Tri-West High School and IndianaHighSchoolSports.com as the Lebanon Tigers leading 21-14 over the Bruins of Tri-West. Second down and 6 coming up for the Bruins inside the red zone, looking to tie this one up. They were down by 14 at the half, scored once on their last drive, set up by a fake punt that led to the rushing touchdown coming from the back, Brady Hamstra. Under center is Walden for this 2nd and 6 play. Walden pushes forward himself. He gets a good push from his offensive line. He'll be right down near the first down marker. Might be a half a yard short. But if he is, it's a 3rd down and not far to go.
When we dial it back just a few seconds, it's crazy the mental mistakes and the small things that have led to this moment. You had a 4th and long. They elected in the spur of the moment to go for it. Caden Lark, who is the punter, elected to run the ball and try to do a fake. Didn't work out, only gained a yard. And there was unnecessary roughness to add on 15 yards. So Tri-West has been put in a great position to score here.
Walden under center for 3rd and 1. Hands off and marching into the end zone on back-to-back drives. Brady Hamstra makes it 21-20. And we have ourselves a ball game with 11:14 left on that regulation game clock. The light show, the fireworks, the horns. Tri-West right back in it at the start of this 4th quarter.
Very interesting situation. They looked down and out. They didn't really have any momentum. And then a few big plays in special teams and on defense really helped them get back into the game. Pending the extra point here, we have a tie ball game.
The PAT attempt coming from Willems. Splits them right down the middle. 21-21, and my, oh my, do we have a game. At the beginning of the 4th quarter, just one play sets up the touchdown. His 2nd of the night for Brady Hamstra. It doesn't get much better than this for a Friday night high school football game between two teams who are separated by, like we said in pregame, just 13 miles. They play each other in conference. It's the 3A Tri-West Bruins hosting the 4A Lebanon Tigers. Tri-West one loss, trying to stay undefeated in conference play. Lebanon trying to get back to 500 on the season and keep that win streak alive after starting 0-3 on the year. But if you look at it now, Tri-West, with all of the momentum on their side of the field, still a long way to go in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, we've announced a few rivalry games this year. We did Delta and Yorktown, with Delta getting their revenge from the previous 2 losses they suffered to Yorktown. And then last week, we announced the last matchup between South Adams and Monroe Central. But this one likely to be the most interesting contest yet. Tied 21 all, pending a big comeback. Looks like it's going to be made by Tri-West here. Big possession coming up for Lebanon on the way.
Cortland Willems, who's kicked all 3 PATs for the Bruins tonight, will kick off back to the return men, led by Rise of the Tigers. It's a squib kick up the middle, not handled cleanly, and the Tigers return team will fall on it, but it's the Bruins getting on top. Ball out, Tri-West with an opportunity to possibly put themselves back in the lead for the first time since they opened with a touchdown.
Given the way that looked on the ground, a huge letdown from Lebanon. Looked like they were still going to be able to dive on it, but every little play now, it looks like the grit, the effort is going in the way of the Bruins. They're going to take the ball back for the 2nd time with great field position in the last 3 minutes of action.
The ball spotted at the 33 in Lebanon territory. It'll be first down and 10 for Tri-West, who just tied it up and is looking to go ahead for the first time since, like I said, in that first quarter when they put the first touchdown of the game on the board for either side. And might I say it again, my, oh my, do we have a ball game in the opening minute of this fourth quarter. I love football. I love high school football for one reason, and it is this.
They are going to take the ball over. It's going to be Bruins' ball. It looked like, we both mentioned, Colin, it looked like the tempo of the game and the entire, fatigue factor was really favoring in the side of the Lebanon Tigers, but a few key mental mistakes really doomed them, and Tri-West was able to take their time, execute on some smart plays themselves, including a fake punt on fourth down. So they found themselves back in the game and in the best position possible here with 11:11 to go.
Walden under center to start the new drive. Walden will keep it for himself going up the middle. Has a great push from that offensive front, and will take it for a pickup of 14 on the play, make it a first down and 10 at the 20 in Lebanon territory.
There's a lot of physicality there in the middle, both sides not wanting to go back to the line. This one's been scrappy, but it looks like right now it's hit its climax.
And we do have a Tiger down on the field. And while the trainers attend to him, we'll take a quick break to hear from one of our sponsors. And we'll get things going right back here in the fourth quarter, coming up on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
We're back live at Tri-West High School and IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. My name is Colin Eccles, joined by Vince Reimer. It's the Tri-West Bruins and the Lebanon Tigers tied up at 21 apiece. 11 minutes left on the game clock in regulation. And after a wild sequence of events, back on the offensive side of the ball is Tri-West. They score a touchdown to tie it up with the feet of Brady Hamstra. The squib kick, not recovered by Lebanon, but recovered by the Bruins. First and 10 coming up, Walden under center. Walden pushes forward again on his own. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. Second down and long coming up. But still in a good position if you're Tri-West offense.
This is another point in the game. You got to think timeouts are going to become a big deal. I believe both teams still with all of their timeouts. Actually, it looks like Lebanon with 2, so it's going to be a big factor down the stretch here. We got 10:20 left to go in the game.
Second down and 8 for the Bruins. 10-14 left in the fourth quarter. Walden will stay under center. And on the handoff, we'll give it to Hamstra. Hamstra towards the end zone. Hamstra in for the touchdown. The hat trick for Hamstra makes it 27-21. Your third light show of the half for Tri-West. And the Bruins back on top since they opened with the first touchdown of the game in the first quarter. Cortland Willems in the special teams unit out on the field to try and make this a 7-point game under 10 minutes left in regulation.
This has been an incredible comeback. We've got a 21-0 run from the Bruins. It's going to be a tough go for Lebanon coming out here.
And there it is, 28-21. Tri-West leads Lebanon under 10 minutes left in quarter number 4. It doesn't get much better than this for a Friday night under the lights on a turf field and one of the best looking football stadiums in the state at Tri-West. We've called 5 games already this far. We've called some good ones. We've called Yorktown Delta. We called Delta in their Week 2 matchup as well. We called Frankton in Week 1, which was a shootout. But now this, being down by 14, 21-7 at the half, and now 21 unanswered points in this third quarter. And I'll correct myself, it was 14-7 at the half. Down by 14 after that first possession of the second half where Lebanon scored. And now 21 unanswered points to put yourself ahead. 28-21 with just under 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
It's been a tough go for Lebanon. Might be a sign of the classic saying, playing not to lose instead of playing to win. They've looked just a little bit worried and unsure given their decision-making ability on that fake punt.
The kick away from Willems will be returned by Rise from the 9. Rise working towards the far side, has some blockers, cuts up the middle, and brought down inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line. The Tigers with a long field ahead of them to try and tie this one back up again. And Tri-West with all the momentum in their favor as we near the halfway mark of the fourth quarter.
The Tigers seemingly have just been asleep their last couple of drives out, being forced into a punt situation or having to go for it on fourth down. So I'm going to look for them to wake up here and play with a little power to end the game.
First down and 10 from the 28 on their own side. Lebanon in possession, and the gun is Fulton. Rolling out to his right to pass on the first play from scrimmage, complete to Shockley. We'll call it a 6-yard pickup on the play, second and short coming up for the Tigers.
Good pickup there on first down. Shockley's been incredibly reliable tonight, giving himself a touchdown in the game as well, but it's crunch time here. You don't need to really worry about the clock at this point. You just need to make sure that you're gaining yards accordingly and moving down the field with no negative gains.
Second and 3 for Lebanon. Shotgun formation with trips to his left is Fulton. Fulton, low snap, hands off to Shockley up the middle. And Shockley, only a 1-yard pickup. Third and 2 coming up for the Tigers O.
Yeah, can't afford too many third downs being forced. Got to capitalize on those first 2 plays. At this point in the game, you can't have many mistakes the way the last whole quarter of play went.
Third and 2, 8:40 left in the fourth. This is a time where Tri-West defense would put a huge exclamation point on the statement they've already made in this second half. And the run from Shockley will be just enough for the first down to keep the drive alive for Lebanon. Spotted at their own 40. Still 60 yards to go, but we've seen the 70-yard catch and run, the connection in the second quarter between Jackson Fulton and Jay Pollock to make it 14-7 head into the half.
Yeah, Bruin's defense still looks strong out there. I don't see any signs of fatigue holding them back. Seems like Lebanon has done more of a job slowing down the pace of their game than the defense has in the second half.
First and 10, a pass from Fulton complete across the middle for a first down and across midfield. That's Mason Crew bringing in the catch at the 49 of Tri-West.
Great catch there by Crew, making it past midfield. So now Tigers have some life back in them. Let's see if they can capitalize on this drive and move it down into the red zone.
We've seen 2 offensive possessions from the Bruins since the last offensive possession for the Tigers, all thanks to that squib kick going up the middle that Lebanon was not able to control. Has proved to be a difference maker this far for Tri-West. Off the snap to pass is Fulton. He completes his pass to Lark, and Lark will get just 2 on the play. Second and 8 set up for the Tigers on this drive.
Yeah, good job by Lark making sure that he didn't lose any yards on that play. It was a tough pass. He had to corral that thing perfectly in order to catch it. But Lebanon moving here on a good drive. Their most promising one in a little while. 7:21 left in the contest. Ball just past the 50.
Second and long for the Tigers. Folden sticks with the shotgun formation. 4 receivers wide. Completes his pass again to Mason Crew. And Mason Crew will set up 3rd down and 3. Tough spot for the defense of Tri-West. Great spot if you're the offense of Lebanon, as we've hit the 7-minute mark in the 4th quarter.
That Crew starting to step up on the outside in that receiver role. Going to need a little more help from his receivers if they're going to get another score on the board and tie this thing at 28.
3rd and short. The handoff to Shockley. Goes up the middle, and it is for plenty. And that was not Shockley, that was Tague Williams, who takes it across for a 1st down pickup now inside the 35 in Bruin territory.
Now all the gears are turning for the Tigers. It looks like Tri-West might be a little bit worried, playing scared here. It's the first time we've seen the Tigers offense roll since their first drive of this half. So now starting to put things together. Tigers making it even more interesting than we've already seen it be.
1st down and 10. Gun formation again for Folden. Folden hands off again, trying to bounce to the outside and brought down quickly. Tague Williamson. Let's pick up a 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the Bruins, and for the Tigers, and we are halfway through the 4th quarter. 6 minutes left in regulation. It's a 28-21 lead for Lebanon over Tri-West. And we have ourselves a ball game coming down to the wire. 2nd and 6. Folden hands off to Williamson up the middle again, and Williamson will continue to put his work in. It's another 1st down pickup. And now referee scoop back. It'll be short by about 2 yards. 3rd and short for the Tigers. The Bruins yet to make a 3rd down stand on this drive on multiple 3rd and shorts for Lebanon.
Yeah, Williamson here looks like he's got all the energy in the world, not tired. He's taken a few carries tonight, but it looks to me like it's really the longevity and the ability right now of Tague Williamson against this tired Bruins defense, and they're capitalizing on every single run this past couple attempts.
5 seconds on the play clock. 5 minutes on the game clock. It's another carry for Williamson, and he will be stopped 1 yard shy of the 1st down. 4th and 1 for the Tigers offense. An even bigger 4th and 1 possibly for this Bruins defense to get Lebanon back off the field and take control of the ball for the final 4 minutes and 34 seconds of what has been one of the most exciting contests that we've called so far this year.
This is what we call winning plays right here. It's gone both ways tonight.
And here it goes. Tigers signal that they have it. And it is very, very close. We'll see where the spot is. No official marking has been made, and it's a 1st down picked up for Lebanon. Ball spotted right at the 24, which is what they needed to pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers keep their drive alive, trailing 28-21 to the Tri-West Bruins.
Looks like we are going to have a timeout on the field here. Fans definitely reacting. They feel like they have this one after a big comeback, still trying to hold it on.
A timeout taken. We'll take a quick timeout of our own to hear from some of our sponsors. We'll be back for this exciting 4 minutes and 15 seconds we have coming up on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Tri-West High School and IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. My name is Colin Eccles, joined by Vince Reimer. A 28-21 lead for the Tri-West Bruins on their homecoming night. But Lebanon making a push. Now set up at the 24 in Tri-West territory. 1st and 10, Fulton back to pass. Fires across the middle. It is complete to Mason Crew. Crew takes it inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line for the Tigers offense. 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And it'll be coming back for the flag. A hold against Lebanon. Huge momentum killer if you're the Tigers offense.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's definitely a kick in the chin given how important of a play that was. An excellent pass and executed down the field. I would have put him inside the 10, but now they're moving back to about the 34-yard line. Very tough break for the Tigers.
And you could say just the same, a very lucky break for the Bruins. The Tigers offense has been steamrolling on this drive, taking a lot of time off the clock as well. Now faced with a 1st down and 20 from their 34. Fulton hands off to Williamson up the middle. Williamson with running room, and he's back just past the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers. Under 4 minutes remaining.
Tague Williamson's fresh out there, and it looks like it's going to take more than one man to tackle him. Something to look out for. I know they successfully completed a 1st down pass play before the penalty, but if they just give it to Tague Williamson, it looks like he's going to take care of the rest.
3 minutes, 25 seconds in this 4th quarter. 12 seconds on the play clock. Fulton, gun formation, low snap, hands off up the middle again, and I believe it's Williamson on the carry once more. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Tigers, their longest 3rd down that they've had on this drive, and we've got less than 3 minutes left in regulation. Tigers trail 28-21 to Tri-West. Big time to come up with a stop if you're the Bruins defense, even bigger than that 4th and 1.
Yeah, they're in a great position here with a 3rd and long. We've seen Lebanon come up big here in timely ways. Let's see if they got one more in them.
Fulton in the gun. Back to pass. Looks to his left, fires end zone, and it is incomplete. Good defense from Brady Hamstra, who has the 3 touchdowns in this half that have put Tri-West ahead. It's now 4th down and 7. Coming up for the Tigers
Big stop there by Hamstra. Seems like if they go on to win this game, he's going to be the player of the game, giving 3 touchdowns, a big defensive stand on 3rd and long, doing everything he can to grab this victory for the Bruins.
4th down and 7. Crowd rising to their feet in the Tri-West bleachers, so we'll rise to ours. 28-21 is the lead for Tri-West. Fulton to pass, pressure, steps up, brought down. Turnover on downs for the Lebanon Tigers, and Tri-West will take over with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Big time stop and excellent team tackling. It took more than one there. Good thing is eyes were on the quarterback, and they knew that all night he was capable of using his legs. If they stopped him in the most important time here, clock is a big issue now. 2:23, and the Bruins have possession.
Spencer Watson, along with Peyton Hayes in the backfield to cause the disruption. 28-21 remains the lead. It'll be Malachi Walden under center. Walden will push forward. Pyle is still moving, and Walden will put an exclamation point on a heck of a night already for Tri-West. We'll take the clock down to the 2-minute mark and set up a 2nd down and 3 for the Bruins.
Good first down run, picking up more than 5 here. Looks like 1 first down is all they need, given they do have 2 timeouts, but in this point of the game, it's going to be tough to stop the clock if they continue running the ball like this.
2nd down and 3 coming up with 1:45 on the game clock. 8 seconds on the play clock. Bruins wasting all the time they can. Walden under center. Again pushes forward. And he will be close to the first down. Pyle still moving. And he will get the first down by about a half a yard. The Bruins keep their drive alive. And the clock will continue to tick towards 1 minute remaining in the 4th quarter. Whistles blow and a timeout called by the Tigers. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 more remaining, trying to come up with a last-ditch effort in this final minute 28. But with a fresh set of downs, a Tri-West team who trailing 14-7 at the half and going down 21-7 after that first drive in the 3rd quarter from Lebanon. Looked like they were completely flat out of this game. 21 unanswered points, all coming from the legs of Brady Hamstra, have made it a 28-21 ball game, and Tri-West is just 1:28 from keeping their win streak alive, staying undefeated in conference, and moving to 5-1 as the number 8 team in the state of Indiana at the 3A level.
Yeah, this has been the most impressive comeback we've seen out of the games we've broadcasted so far this season. I would like to add, before the game, I did expect the line to come out as -6.5 in favor of Tri-West, and they're up by 7 right now. So if we're backdoor gamblers, it was a good night for us, I can tell you that.
1st down and 10. Congratulations to any of you that made a friendly wager on this Friday night, if you did take the line. 1st and 10, Walden under center. Will rush forward for a couple and go to the ground. 2nd and long coming up. The clock continues to tick towards a minute. It was just 5 seconds off another timeout taken by the Tigers. 1:23 left on this game clock. They're out of timeouts. And it's only 2nd down for the Bruins.
At this point, a forced turnover is really your only hope in getting the ball back and having a few plays to launch it downfield. But at this point, you have to imagine maybe some substitutes come in on defense with some fresh legs. But it looks all but over here for the Tigers, who played lights out for the majority of the middle part of this game.
1:23 left in the 4th. And when we do have a break, here's a look at what's coming up for both sides. Lebanon is at home next week against Crawfordsville at 7. Following that, they'll be at home against Southmont. For Tri-West, their upcoming schedule, they'll be at North Montgomery next week at 7, and then at home against Crawfordsville on October 6th. Looking like they're going to go 5-1 after this next 1:23. Unless some drastic change happens on the side of Lebanon. Handoff from Walden to Hamstra. Hamstra wasting all the time he can, takes it across for a first down to the 45. Clock will continue to tick after the chains move, and it'll be under 1 minute remaining with a fresh set of downs for Tri-West. And all they'll have to do is take a couple of knees, and they will improve to 5-1 on the year. Lebanon will fall to 2-4 and end that 2-game win streak that they had coming into tonight. Hope to pick things up again next week against Crawfordsville. What a night, what a homecoming night for Tri-West. What a comeback. What a 3-touchdown performance from running back Brady Hamstra.
This was about as ideal and storybook as you could ask for. It was a beautiful comeback made by Tri-West tonight. We started off here with an unbelievable environment, best weather we've experienced so far this season for a Friday night football game, and we got the best comeback of the season as well, all in the same night. This is exactly what we want to see right in the middle of high school football season. September is the month for high school football, as we know. 4 games slated in this month here. Got one more coming next week in the month of September. But tonight really takes the cake. Tri-West homecoming, taking care of business late in the game, down 14-21 entering the fourth, and they're going to steal this one by a score of 28-21 unless Lebanon can force a turnover and make something happen late.
Next week, we've got another good matchup on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. Greenfield Central at Yorktown on September 29th. That game kicking off at 7. Victory formation for the Tri-West Bruins. Walden will take a knee, and the clock will tick to 0. 28-21, the final score. Tri-West will walk away with the victory. They'll have to take one more knee. So there's about a half a second difference between the game clock and the play clock. So I'll save my exciting bit for the end of this. Victory formation once more. Walden sticks the knee. 28-21, the final score. Tri-West battles back from a 14-point deficit to improve to 5-1 on the year. Lebanon will fall to 2-4. Homecoming magic for the Tri-West Bruins. We'll take a quick break and be back with some post-game recap in the coming moments after a few words from our underwriters. This has been another matchup on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Time for bed.
Story, please, Daddy.
Which one would you like tonight?
Free furnace, free furnace.
We read that one all last month.
But it's my favorite.
All right, one more month. Once upon a time, there was a trusted, friendly company called Peterman Brothers who sought to provide a free furnace to all.
Was it really free?
It was. For whenever someone bought a qualifying AC system, the furnace was indeed free. Just visit petermanhvac.com to schedule online.
The Mower Shop in Fishers is the one-stop shop for all of your lawn maintenance needs. We have a huge selection of Honda and Toro lawnmowers in stock and even more to choose from online. Plus, we carry parts and accessories with super fast shipping. Just need maintenance or repairs? We offer that too, and we'll even deliver. The Mower Shop, family owned for more than 20 years. Visit our showroom just west of State Road 37 in Fishers or shop online at themowershop.com.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Every day is a great day to buy a vehicle at Greg Hubler Ford.
Because every vehicle comes with our Greg Hubler promise. On top of scheduled maintenance with your vehicle, you'll also enjoy complimentary roadside assistance, service pickup, and drop-off. And a free car wash and quick wash every time you service at Greg Hubler Ford.
We're always finding new ways to put our guests first.
Mosey on into Muncie.
Greg Hubler Ford, promise kept.
We're live post-game at Tri-West High School and IndianaHighSchoolSports.com, where the final score 28-21 in favor of the Bruins on their homecoming weekend. A team that trailed 14-7 at halftime went down 21-14 after an opening second-half drive from the Lebanon offense, and then has 21 unanswered points, all coming from the legs of Brady Hamstra in that second half. It doesn't get much better than that for a Friday night football matchup between two schools who are just miles from each other, conference rivals, and on top of that, 1 fighting to stay in the top 10. Tri-West 8th coming into tonight in the state of Indiana for Class 3A. They improved to 5-1. They keep their win streak alive. Their only loss so far on the year coming to Brebeuf in week 2, 34-17. They are on an absolute hot streak as we get down to this closing half of the year. Very safe to say that our player of the game tonight is going to go to Brady Hamstra. If you check our social medias, he'll be up on there before too long. Some words from him and head coach Jason Ward of the Tri-West Bruins. Brady Hamstra, 3 touchdowns on the evening, all coming in the second half, all coming at the biggest moments possible for this Tri-West Bruins team. Coming up for the Bruins next week, they are on the road at North Montgomery, another conference matchup that kicks off at 7. For Lebanon, they will be at home hosting Crawfordsville at 7 as they fall to 2-4 on the season. Tri-West also remains at the top of the conference at 3-0, undefeated on the year. 4-0 now, undefeated on the year. And they will continue to find success in the weeks to come. Started off slow for the Bruins tonight if you missed it. Malachi Walden with all of the production, a touchdown pass to Noah Lean in the first quarter that got things started for Tri-West. After that, the Bruins go silent until the second half. For Lebanon, had a chance to tie it up late in that fourth quarter, made a big drive all the way down to the red zone. A holding pushes them back to a 1st and 20. They get down to a 4th and 6 conversion, can't make it happen. And that was the dagger that put this game out of reach for them tonight. What a game we had. Two teams that came in tonight. It was lopsided on paper in favor of the Bruins. They finally get things done late in the game. But a heck of a battle put out by both squads tonight. Congratulations to the winning Tri-West Bruins on their success this year. 5-1 is what they increased to with their season record. And congratulations to Brady Hamstra for an outstanding performance and to Coach Jason Ward. Doesn't get this much better for a Friday night in Indiana high school football. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back with some stats here in just a couple of moments. This is IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
The interior of an Infiniti is thoughtfully designed to be all about you. And by you, we mean every version of you. Because there's luxury you can feel, and there's luxury that lets you feel. Infinitely you. Experience luxury like never before in a 2023 Infiniti QX80 at your local Infiniti retailer.
Hi, my name is Jason Warner of Warner Financial, an independent investment firm here in Indianapolis. With 10 years of experience as an independent advisor, we provide value to our clients by creating customized investment solutions ranging from managed personal portfolios, 401k planning, and income distribution for retirement plans. We have built Warner Financial with a strong focus in research, diligence to all of our plans, and strong communication with every client. We would love the opportunity to show you our process with a no-cost consultation to discuss your financial future.
Time for bed.
Story, please, Daddy.
Which one would you like tonight?
Free Furnace, Free Furnace.
We read that one all last month.
But it's my favorite.
All right, one more month. Once upon a time, there was a trusted, friendly company called Peterman Brothers who sought to provide a free furnace to all.
Was it really free?
It was. For whenever someone bought a qualifying AC system, the furnace was indeed free. Just visit petermanhvac.com to schedule online.
The Mower Shop in Fishers is the one-stop shop for all of your lawn maintenance needs. We have a huge selection of Honda and Toro lawnmowers in stock and even more to choose from online. Plus, we carry parts and accessories with super fast shipping. Just need maintenance or repairs? We offer that too, and we'll even deliver. The Mower Shop, family owned for more than 20 years. Visit our showroom just west of State Road 37 in Fishers or shop online at themowershop.com. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
We're back live on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. Final score of this one, 28-21 in favor of Tri-West. We'll go ahead and run you through some of these post-game stats before we get out of here. For Tri-West, their leader of the evening in multiple categories, with no surprise, Malachi Walden. 62 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 173 rushing yards on the night for him as well. And then on receptions, receiving yards tonight, the leader, Noah Lean, with the 1 touchdown early in the first quarter as well to put the first points on the board for either side. But the top performer, by no surprise whatsoever, is going to be the back, Brady Hamstra. 3 touchdowns on the night, all coming in the second half unanswered to give the Bruins the win. A heck of a performance from this Bruins offense. On the other side, if you look at Lebanon, some of their top performers from the evening, obviously first and foremost coming to mind is Brennan Shockley, who had a touchdown earlier in the evening. Brennan Shockley had a heck of a performance starting off tonight in the first quarter with that touchdown. That is going to wrap up our broadcast for this evening. Congratulations to Tri-West for improving to 5-1 on the year with a final of 28-21. We'll go ahead and sign this one off for Vince Reimer, for all of our sponsors who make this possible every single week. Make sure you follow us on X at INDHS Sports for all of your Indiana high school sports coverage in football and basketball in Indianapolis and Muncie. And go to our website, IndianaHighSchoolSports.com, where you can sign up for live text updates so you don't miss a single beat from your favorite teams in the state. That's going to do it for Vince Reimer. My name is Colin Eccles. This has been another broadcast of Indiana High School football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
It's exciting Indiana high school football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. Tonight's broadcast is driven by Greg Hubler Ford and brought to you by Werner Financial, by Universal Roofing, by The Mower Shop, Genesis Sports Performance, Peterman Heating and Cooling, and by Dreyer Reinbold Infinity. Indiana high school football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.